Okay, it's another day, so it's another video because I have time to make a video since it's my new kind of I've talked about it before, so I'm not gonna mention it again. But it's great. Still trying to keep that on track. I think I'll have a video out tomorrow for not really sad reason, but not really great reasoning. Like it's all right, and it's what doesn't really matter. But since I talked about being sick in my last video, my mom, she said I was over exaggerating, making it sound like I was gonna die, which she's probably right. But I hate being sick. I like I get even more I get angry about being sick because I think about all the things I could do instead of being sick when I'm sick. So that's why. So I wasn't dying. I just maybe I exaggerated a bit. Yeah. So she said I maybe felt a little bit too sorry for myself, and maybe I did, but I don't know. You guys decide. Yeah. So, but one thing is, I was at school today, and I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm still like not fresh, like completely not sick. Like I'm not completely fresh again. And the problem is tomorrow I would usually have my second workout of the week on Wednesday. But if I'm still sick on Wednesday, I don't want to I don't want to work out because I don't want to make my sickness worse or get a bad workout just because I want to. Like if you work out at all, if you don't, doesn't matter, you'll understand. But if you work out at all, you definitely know that when you're sick or becoming sick, working out is just bad. Like you can't lift as much. Your sickness kind of becomes worse. Like I feel like my cold and my like if I have a headache or a cold, it just becomes worse if I work out with it. But I'm also getting to a point where I'm nearly like I would say like fresh again. So I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I'll see to it tomorrow. Um, so I have plenty of time to what's it called to figure out if I want to work out or not. I probably will, knowing myself right, but we'll see. Um, yeah. So also since I don't really have that much school, so it's a pretty great day. Of course, I'm drawing in the small sketchbook as I usually am, and I have to get a bigger sketchbook. I'll be working on that. I could actually just buy one. Maybe I should, because I like this size too, but I also like the A5 size that I had because it was just easy. Like it was easy to use, easy to get all the stuff for. Just great. So you should probably get another one of those. Um, and it's not that I don't like the A3 paper, but I just think the tools that I have available and the tools I use are kind of too small for it. Like in some way, some weird way, because it would work great with smaller details, but I just think that I don't know, it just doesn't work the same. So I should probably get a bigger marker to do on my A3 paper. Yeah. So I gotta get a little bit of stuff, not that much, just a couple of things, but that's why I work so I can pay for art supplies and get my savings up and buy gas. I haven't gotten gas on my car yet. I have to do that too. That always hurts. Like refilling my car with gas is like a necessary thing for me because I have to drive to school and stuff like that. But it sucks. Like it sucks. Being a kind of broke teenager, it sucks. But that's life. I also think I could be a less broke teenager if I didn't like buy art supplies because I make like decent money for a teenager, a person my age and stuff like that. But it's mostly just my art supplies. They're not the most expensive, but I've just gotten to a point where I can justify spending a little bit more than a beginner because like even though I don't make any money on it, I still do it very actively, like making art and creative stuff. And I didn't really know what to do with this. I didn't know if it had hair or should have sharp teeth, but I decided on something. The nose was kind of like iffy. I was kind of iffy on the nose because at first I was gonna like, oh, this is gonna be a normal nose, but then I was like, no, I want it to be like chopped off, just the holes, kind of nose. But yeah, I decided on that. Still good. I'm also working on the painting that I talked about in my last video. So I will be painting. Well, I have been painting today. Maybe I'll be painting a little bit tonight. Again, probably some of the laying colors down. Like if you know anything about how I work, I have to put a lot of colors down before I put any detail. And that also kind of becomes some of the detail. But yeah. It's also great. What more to talk about? Well, I've gained some subscribers, but I've also lost a little bit. But then I've gained some back. So I'm not really at my peak yet, but hopefully some of you guys will subscribe and like and all that stuff, because I really appreciate every time you do. That would just be really cool. Especially the comments. Like, I love reading the comments. Mostly the nice ones. They make my day or night, depends on when I'm reading them, but really makes my day when you guys comment something nice. Also, just if you guys just comment in general, like just a random thought that you had, like why are pencils, like why is the graphite in pencils called lead? Like why is it called that? Like, why do people call it that? Because it's not lead. It's graphite, but you know, just strange to me. Yeah. See, this is the part where I could use like kind of a script, but I also feel like having a script would ruin the videos. But there's not much to talk about the art here with my little pocket sketchbook. Not really that much to do. Also, I don't know. I don't have that much stuff. Well, yeah, something. I just got it. So, I was speaking about gas, getting gas from my car, but just fixing my car. Like, I'm lucky that I kind of suck at all this mechanic stuff, but my dad, he's not a mechanic, but he's been around cars and fixing stuff like that his whole life. So he knows more than the average Joe, which is nice, because then like he can help me fix stuff if it's not that big. So I had to get a new oil filter and new oil in my car, and again, it was like a full gas tank price of money, which isn't that bad, but like I know it's gonna for a long time make the car run better and also make sure that the car doesn't like get destroyed or anything. So it makes sense, and I really understand why, and I appreciate it that he remembered that. But still, damn, like, car stuff is expensive. Most of life is expensive, really. In some ways, mostly because I don't really make that much. Yeah, and reselling is going good. I just sold a pair of shoes today and a shirt. That I didn't make that much money on the sweatshirt, but I didn't even think I make money. I just got some of the money back, which is still better than having no money for something, or like just having stuff sit in your closet. And I sold a pair of shoes. Made, I think it was like 45% profit, something like that, which is great. Not a huge amount of money, but the percentage is great. Yeah. So you can see I'm adding the finishing touches here, just making it a little bit. And I decided to keep the teeth white and not fill out the mouth, because I thought that the bottom lips were already so dark. And the same with the hair. I kept the hair white just to be different, kind of. Because sometimes I do like a gray scale with some very small gray lines or black lines that look gray. But I also think it becomes too dark sometimes, and contrast is really important, especially in my art. Like, I really use contrast a lot. Yeah. Just doing the finishing touches. I even signed this one when I usually don't sign my very small drawings in this sketchbook because I don't feel like it. Yeah. I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff because I really appreciate every time you do. And I hope you have a nice day, night, or whenever you're watching this. And bye bye.